What's up, guys? Welcome back to Channel Chris. So today we've got, not this one, that one. We've got my personal F150 in the shop today. We're going to be doing helper bags on the rear end. That's our tow rig to get that. Dang, my camera's backwards, it's freaking me out. To get that one to the shows. So it's a little low already. I'll show you guys. I'll do a little walk around. It's already got like, I think like a 3.5 drop on it with some 22s. So we put the trailer on it and test fit it the other day with the truck, and our frame is sitting on the axle. So we ordered up the helper bag kit from IHC, and then we've got the wireless one kit from Airlift right here. You guys see that? Pretty cool kit. There's all the supplies. I'll walk you around and show you everything that came with that. Most guys, or not most guys, but you can just put like a tire shredder valve on there and fill it up with a little, with your air compressor. But I want to be able to do it on the fly, you know, while we're riding. Just want to hit the button, make it go up and down inside the cab. Be a lot easier. So yeah, let's quit talking. I'll give you guys a little walk around of the truck, show you what it looks like, and then we're going to get it up on the lift. The helper bag kit isn't in yet. It's supposed to be in sometime today, but we can go ahead and get started on this little compressor kit and the little air management box that came with it. So yeah, let's do a little walk around of the truck, then we'll get it in, put it on the lift. So this is my new truck. This is going to be our tow truck. It's you can see it's pretty low already, not much room in there. We took the calipers off, painted those purple last week. I think it looks pretty cool on there. We're going to do some other purple stuff on the inside and some other purple stuff, so it's going to look really cool. So we got those done there. But yeah, man, that back end, whenever we loaded the trailer and the truck on it, it was damn near sitting on that tire, just sitting in the parking lot. So I know we were going to have issues. But man, I really like this truck. It's got the 5.0 in it. We put a little system in it. Put 2 Sundown Audio 10s in the Fox box. Let's see if it's dirty in here. Can't really see the box. It's under the seat box. It says Ford across the front. Fox box. Pretty cool. I like it. We got the Sundown amp back there. But all right, let's get this thing in here and get it lifted up, and we'll start trying to hook up this wireless one setup. All right, this is the Airlift Wireless One onboard air compressor system. All right, that thing is about, it ranges anywhere from like $400 to $525. I found this kit on Amazon for $400. Pretty dang good deal. It comes with your little air management deal. Yeah, this is your compressor, tiny little compressor. Pretty cool. It just mounts to the side. It's going to mount to the side of the frame, and then this mounts next to it. Airline goes from there into there, and then from there comes out. It's going to tee and go to each bag in the rear. Pretty simple setup. Here is your wireless remote, so you don't have to run any wires inside the cab. You don't have to run any wires to your ignition system. This thing runs straight to the battery. It plugs in right here, and I think this wires into it also. You just go under the frame, straight to your battery, hook it up to the positive and the negative. Super simple. This thing's only going to cut on and off when you run this, so it's not going to run your battery down or anything like that. This is wireless to that, so you can do it outside of the vehicle. You don't have to run no wires to the inside of the vehicle. This can mount on your little visor or wherever the heck you want to put it. But I think it's got 3 presets. This is 1, that's 2, and then if you hit that one and this button together at the same time, that's 3. It also come with all the wiring and stuff you're going to need. It looks like some airline. We don't need that. We got a lot of airline already. Comes with your fuse and some screws, some zip ties, a little user guide. Also, this thing links up to an app on your phone, so you can hook up to your phone if you don't want to use the controller or whatever, and you can just do it from your phone. Make it go up and down. All right. So, like I said, let's get the truck in here. All right, we got this baby up in here. We got the hood popped. I wanted to see which side the battery was on, so I knew which side of the frame I wanted to run all the wires on. Our battery's over here on the passenger side, so we're gonna put our kit over here on the side of the frame on the passenger side. Let's get these arms in there, get this son of a gun up in the air. All right, we got this sucker up in the air. Still waiting on the kit from IHC to come in today, but it seems like a pretty simple process. It looks like we're gonna have to put the transmission jack under here to hold the rear end, take off these U-bolts, raise this up right here, and there's a little plate that goes in between your leaf springs and your axle bracket right here. So we'll slide it under there, put this crap back together, and it has a screw here for your bag to go up. And there's a mounting. It's no weld, it's all bolt on. There's another bracket that'll go right here to your frame, and then it holds the top of the bag. And it's a pretty simple process. I'll walk you guys through it a little bit better whenever we get the stuff here, get closer to it. But let's find a place that we want to mount this compressor. It's very little, that's cool. A lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. We might go ahead and take these wheels off to get them out of the way. So our bags are going to go up in there. Maybe up in here. Well, put it on right there. No, actually it'll probably be mounted the other way. Yeah, it'll be mounted that way. So we can run the wires up, and then our little air management box will go right there, and then we can run our lines on back to our back bags. Let's see, can we run it inside? I might want to run it inside. It'd probably look better. But this exhaust is close to it. I don't want to get too much heat. We might run it inside. We'll see. All right, let's do a little bit of looking around, and then we'll get back. Okay, guys, we got that compressor up in there. There's many different places you can mount it wherever the heck you want to. On the thing, and I've seen some other videos, dudes are mounting it outside here on the outside of the frame rail. I personally don't want to do that. I feel like it's going to get more wet and just more junk kicked up at it right there. I like it also more hidden. You can't see it at all. It's tucked up in there. Now the exhaust pipe is right here, but we'll get some heat shield stuff to put right here to kind of protect it. It's a lot more hidden. Looks good. I've got it where the wires are running up to the front. So what they want you to do is on one of these bolts that go into the frame, put the ground wire behind it. So I took a little, took like a little sanding thing on my drill and just grinded the paint off a little bit around that hole, you know, that one right there. So that way it got direct ground and the paint wasn't blocking it. We got our air nipple coming out here. We're gonna take this manifold. We're gonna mount it like right here real close to it so it don't have to go far. And yeah. It's a pretty simple process. We'll get this zipped in and we'll go to the next step. All right, manifold is mounted. It's right there. We've got it only about maybe less than a foot from the compressor. So now we're going to run an air line from this fitting into, there's two fittings on here. One says C for compressor. The other one says 1 for you to send out to your bags. So pretty simple. We've got some air line over here. Let's see, it came with some, what we got going by? All right, came with some. I don't use a razor knife like this to cut it. I like to use, I've got a little snip thing like this. It cuts it real clean. That way you don't have any leaks. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut about a foot piece, whatever we need over there to fit in between that spot. We're gonna cut it and then go fit them in. All right, the next process of this is we're gonna run this wiring harness all the way to the front. It comes pretty simple. It comes with 4 wires. You've got a red, a pink, a black, and a red and white. The red and white one's gonna just jump right over to your compressor. That gives you power to that. Now your other ones, your red obviously goes to the red on the battery, black goes to the black on the battery, pink is for an ignition source. That's if you want to. It runs all the way to the front. You don't have to. It says in the manual you don't have to. So we're just gonna snip that one and tape it off. We won't use that. We're just gonna run straight positive and negative to the battery. We've got all this right here, looks like junk. It don't look like junk, but you know, it's not wrapped with anything. So we're going to take some black tape this up all the way down to protect it, and then we'll get some of that black you know, plastic crap that goes over it and run it down the frame all the way up, make it look good. So that's what we're going to start on right now. It's getting it cleaned up, wrapped up before we start trailing it all the way up there. All right, we've got this black insulator stuff, or whatever the heck that's called, wrapped on our wire all the way down. Looks so much better. We've got it taped about maybe every foot or something like that, every 6 inches in some spots, just wherever the heck we felt like throwing a piece of tape. That's where it's taped up. So now we're going to route it up through there, up to the battery, and we'll probably, I've got some like little zip tie things. We'll drill a little hole, and then they push in and it zip ties around, makes it look nice and clean. But yeah, that's our next process. Let's get that routed up to the front. All right, it's about lunchtime. We got cute Kathy over there. She brought in some lunch. Actually, she didn't bring in lunch. She's about to cook up the lunch. Okay, we've got all this routed all the way up to the front, nice and clean. Look at that. Man, you can't even tell it's there. Look how clean that looks. Dang, that's sexy. People are gonna like that. All right, we got our wires shoved up through there. We're gonna put this thing down, back on the ground. That way we can reach up in the engine bay, pull those wires up and get them connected to the battery. Man, this thing is a breeze, super easy installation. This could probably be done in about 25 or 30 minutes. Super simple. But all right, man, I'm hungry. Kathy's hungry. Let's run in and get some lunch. All right, we are back from lunch. Time to get this thing put back together. We're going to lower it down off the lift here in just a second. There goes Kathy leaving out. All right, we got our wires ran all the way up. We got them hanging. We got them stuffed up in there so I can pull them through. Sounds good. I love it. All right, so let's get this pulled through. We're gonna lower this thing down. What's up? Hey, what's up, baby? What are you doing? Nothing. Honey, grab on my shirt for work. Okay, we got it back on the ground, and we have shortened up these wires. I went ahead and did all the boring stuff so I can show you what's up. This is what we had left. It was too long, snipped it off. So we just, let me get the flashlight here. Okay, we pulled it up. This is it right here with our little fuse panel. We pulled it up and I cut it, hooked in this little fuse block that come with it. And so this is going to go to the red. The negative here, you can run it over to the negative on your battery. I don't want that running over here, so I'm going to run it up. And we've got a ground right here, so I'm going to run it into that. There was a pink wire that was running there that goes to an ignition source if you want to. We're not doing that. I just cut it off in there, taped it up, and ran it inside this right here, so it's all hidden in there. We're going to tuck this down there, hook it to the battery, hook this to the ground, and that part of it is done. We're still waiting on the FedEx dude to come and drop off our bag stuff. So we're just going to chill, find something else to do after that. And yeah, that part was pretty easy. We'll get back to it when the stuff comes in. right, still waiting on the bags to get here. I figured while we were doing that, we'd go ahead and start knocking some of this other crap out. I've seen in some other videos that it is a bee to get these bolts off there. And they kind of were. They weren't too bad. If you got a torch like that, not too bad. If you don't have a torch like that, get a torch like that, because I use it on jobs all the time when I can't get bolts free. I can imagine this right here being hell if it weren't for that torch. So really you just want to, I got a C-clamp, get a clamp it on there so it don't spring apart. Do it in the back because your bracket's going to be coming this way, or you know what I'm saying, do it towards the front. You're going to want to do it towards the front of the truck because your brackets come out the back end. Anyway, we got a clamp there holding that. I put some vice grips on the top, tighten that son of a gun as tight as you can get it, and then we hit it with the torch, buzzed it on the impact a little bit, hit it with the torch again, got it off. We're going to get these other two over here. Oh yeah, before you get to there, I guess I skipped a few steps. So I've got the transmission jack under the rear end right here so we can pump it up and down. I put these straps right here. It's just going up to the frame, comes around this and then back up just to keep it from doing this right here on us. And it kind of helps if we need, you know. So it's kind of floating right now. You can see she's floating. We took the shock bolt out so we can get it out of the way. You know, you don't want it attached to the rear end and shoving against it when we're trying to put it back together. We took out our U-bolts there. Took out our little, we got our kit for our flip kit that went on there. We took that off so we can expose all this stuff. What you need to do is just get it to where you can get up in here and get some vice grips on these bolts and break those free. So that's what we've done. So now when the new kit comes in, we'll just have to pull those bolts out, slide that in, drop those bolts in, tighten it back, assemble all this crap, and man, this is going pretty easy. If they would just come on with my parts, this is really only like, this whole job could probably be done in less than 2 hours. If you're pretty skilled, you could probably do it in about an hour. So while we're waiting, we're just gonna keep on. We're gonna go over here, try to get these nuts off right here. And then once we get those, we're just gonna have to just chill and wait for UPS because that's as far as we can go. All right, let's get these things off. All right, we got that package in. Got the IHC bags here. About to unbox these and get these son of guns on. All right, we've got this kit unboxed. It comes with, so I was telling you, and this is marked this side up and passenger side. The other side is marked driver side. But it's going to just, see how the shape of it there? It goes over the frame. This goes on the bottom where the leaf spring is. Pretty simple kit here. So we've got all this tore apart, and I will go ahead and show you what we're about to do. All right, so this first kit right here, where we took these out, we're gonna pull out those pins and it's gonna set up there. Those pins are gonna go through those holes. We're gonna tighten that back down. Make sure you put that nut facing up or that bolt facing up. That's what screws into the bottom of the bag. So let's get those bolts pulled out and stuck in there. All right, we've got that plate on both sides. You can see how it goes now. It's right here. Those two pins went through there. We snugged down the bolts. So you see now your bag is going to screw onto this and go up there to the top bracket. You can go ahead and take your C-clamps off now. Since that is snugged back down, get those out of the way. And it looks like probably what we're going to do next is go ahead and get these little, I don't know what the heck they're called, but get them back in place right here. And it had two alignment holes that lined up with this. Sets up in there. We'll do that on both sides. Put our U-bolts back on, snug all this crap back together. All right, we've got this all back together. You can see where we've put our block back in, our U-bolts and our bottom plate, and snugged all that back down. I didn't show you really in detail on it. I figured if you're doing this to your truck, you can figure out how to do the dang U-bolts and a little block in and out of there. But now we've got this. All right, let's step over to the other side and get ready to do our uppers now. This is your driver's side. This is the upper, and it's gonna go. It sits right on the dang frame like that, man. Fits on there perfect. Look at that. Smooth as eggs. You got the top one and you got the bottom one. Our bag is going to fit right in here. So it looks like, I went ahead and did this earlier too. There's a bracket right up here. It holds all these lines. There's one 10mm bolt holding it in. Take it out, pull this out of the way, because we've got these brackets here. They're back plates for this upper. You know, it's going to go up in there like that and bolt to it. So just to give you an idea, this will be on the back and then this will be on the front like that, and it just caps your frame. You'll run your bolts in, snug them down, and then put your bag in. So we're going to go ahead and do that, get our upper put in with that backing plate slid up behind there, and get your bolts in, snug them in real good, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, we got it all back together. See her sitting in there looking good. We got the bracket in there bolted up. We ran our line like you seen there through the frame. It's coming out, pokes right into it. It's wet. I sprayed some water there to check for leaks. We have no leaks. Everything's looking awesome, man. The controller Bluetooth with it is so easy. I pulled the little tab out. There's instructions in the thing tell you how to do it, but I just pulled the tab out and it synced with it automatically. I got it set up to 20 PSI. This thing's wireless, man. You can do it outside of your truck, in your truck. There's no wires ran. So easy. She's up to 20 PSI there, just making sure we have no leaks and everything looks good. You see how it looks in there? Looks perfect. I'm going to slap these wheels back on. We're going to set her all the way down and check and see how it does. All right, guys, we got her all finished up. If you have to do that, like I said, it's a couple-hour deal. You can see it up in there. Man, she's looking clean. I've got it pumped up to 20 right now just for testing it out. Let's air her out and see what happens. So you wake this baby up, you hit a button, comes on, and then we'll drop it down to 0. I think 5 actually might be the minimum we can go it is. Let's see what she does. It's not doing nothing. There it goes. Got it all wrapped up. If you're wanting to put bags on your or helper bags on your 19 F150, we use the IHC bag kit, the Airlift. There was Kathy zooming through the Airlift wireless one setup. Dang girl, don't wreck. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Hope that helped you if you want to do this process on your truck. I'm gonna go wash my hands and get cleaned up. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.